What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is September the 5th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, you did have two, both linked to consumers. So you had initial jobless claims coming in a little bit lower than anticipated, which is generally good. So 227 versus 231. You also had ADP non-farm employment coming in a little bit lower, which that one isn't necessarily the best, but 99,000 versus 144. So you kind of have tit for tat, a little bit kind of balancing out when it comes to the data points. Right now, the futures are slightly red, so down 0.55% for the NASDAQ, S&P down 0.26%, and the Dow is down slightly. So far, because of the data, this hasn't really changed. So still the market is anticipating a 50 basis point cut, most likely for the September 18th meeting, as right now there is a 45% likelihood of that occurring. And the fear and greed index right now is under the neutral category. So people's appetite for risk is somewhat there. It is diminishing a little bit, but again, something to kind of keep in mind. Starting off with what big money is doing. SOFI, it is up very, very slightly. No actual news itself, no SEC filings. It is still heavily shorted, as what I've been bringing up. So 17.76% of the free float is being shorted. So they might be a little bit more active today, piggybacking off of the negativity in the broader market, but still, I think just looking at the chart, what they have been doing, they've been stagnant. So I think they've been really pending a lot of data. And so far, the data has been, like I said, kind of mixed for the most part. So you had manufacturing data, not necessarily the best, employment. Tomorrow is payroll, so we'll just have to wait and see. But as of right now, with it at $7.49, it is trading between these 2 points, so this S2 and this S1. So the 734 is going to be the strong support. Flip side, 755 is going to be the next strong resistance. And of course, in the middle there, you do have that 750, and that is brought on by options. Looking at NVDA, so they're down slightly. And what is really weird is that their CEO did come out and said that they were never served with the subpoena from the DOJ. So that whole rumor that kind of caused, especially post their earnings, that is, it's crazy. So all of this downtrend potentially might have not been justified. So let me know your thoughts on that, because I do believe that this downtrend right here especially escalated because of that rumor. So regardless though, the technicals I think are still somewhat broken right now with that 104 and change. It is right below this S2. So 101 is going to be the next strong support. So the S3. And then 104.99 is that S2. So you want to watch for it to definitely get above this point and most likely trade between this S2 and this S1, which I do anticipate most likely to happen, but still on a broader aspect, the technicals are somewhat broken. So let me know your thoughts on that. NIO did unveil their earnings, relatively good. I haven't seen I think the actual earnings call is still underway right now, so we'll wait and see. But it is currently up 3.77%. It is heavily shorted, so 13.75% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 179 million. Same goes for SOFI, similar to that. Short's been lingering for a very long time, actually a little bit more so with NIO. So I think they have been waiting for NIO to really slip up or something really negative to happen in the broader market for them to really pounce. So once again, something to kind of keep in mind. Right now with it at $4.41, it is trading between this R1 and R2. So 435 will be the strong support. 455 will be that next strong resistance / target. So kind of stay tuned for that. Faraday is a very interesting stock, so I do cover that one under this channel. As of late, there hasn't been all that much in news. I think there's a lot of anticipation in regards to their NASDAQ compliance. So right now, as you can kind of see, absolutely nothing. But yesterday, it did go up a very astonishing 52.77%. Actually, it did have a high that day of $6.48. So it seems to be somewhat gravitating back towards there. Looking over here, short interest, so 15.52% of the free float is being shorted. It is on the threshold list as well. And it has been on the threshold list for, looks like ever since August the 29th. So something not that long, but again, if a company is on the threshold list for 13 consecutive trading days, in theory, this is where the SEC is supposed to kind of go at the market makers, get them to rectify it. But yeah, definitely very interesting stuff for this. And right now with it at $6.23, currently up 18.89%. It is trading between these 2 points right here, so the S1 and the pivot. So 705 will be the strong kind of resistance slash target, and then 293. And right now I'm looking at the 1-day chart as well, because everything right now, it's kind of, yeah. Well, if we kind of look at the 4-hour, so it's obviously still strong support and resistance points. 598 and then 715 is going to be different aspects that you can kind of look at for support and resistance. So something to keep in mind. Branch out, they did get hit quite hard yesterday, so down 15.09%. It is recovering slightly, up 8.03. No actual news, no SEC filings, nothing like that. So what really got it hyped up was this news, and then what gave it a secondary wind was their CFO, I believe, buying some shares. So yeah, as of today, it's just obviously more of a momentum play, a lot of capital getting in, so just tread cautiously in my opinion. But it is heavily shorted as well, so there's that attribute that's kind of working behind the scenes. So it does indicate 83.11% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 3.64 million shares, utilization 89.95. So this one definitely has a momentum slash squeeze aspect to it. And right now with it at 306, it is trading right between this R2 and this R3. So 303, just watch for that to hold. And then on the flip side, 382 to be that next strong resistance slash target. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Do you own them? Is there any other stocks that is floating your boat today that you are either watching or you are buying? One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.